I love clothes. They make me happy. I think that's the only way I feel like I please myself. I'm not really the type who will go out to this fancy big restaurants to spend like blow 2,000 Swedish crowns. That's like around $200. No, I'm not really that type. To do that, I would rather buy clothes because they make. Girl, you also used to buy clothes.
But I think I learned from her, or maybe I also feel like when we were young, like mom used to buy clothes.
Yes.
My mom will literally buy clothes for us every single time. Like it was literally like every week when we were in Ghana, like my mom will buy clothes for us every single time.
So for me, it's very important how you look.
Yeah. But just, like she said, I don't know what else to say, but you had us.
So yeah, it is what it is. Try to look good. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the 2H podcast. My name is Harriet and
I'm Henrietta.
And we want to say a very big thank you for the support. Like, it's been an amazing thing. Like, we really do appreciate you guys. We are so grateful. We don't even know how to thank you guys. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see you guys really supporting us. Like, Harriet and I really do appreciate that a lot. So if you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, okay? When you subscribe, we are able to provide you with more content, and yeah,
that's true. We are here to give you great content. So please do subscribe. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yes, girl. What's up? How are you doing today? How you feeling?
I'm doing great. I mean, it's summer. So much activities to do. Be out, have fun. And what about you?
Yeah, it's been the same thing. It's like, just like you said, so much activities to do. Kids are off from school. It's really beautiful. We have a nice weather here in Stockholm, so we are so grateful and we are enjoying our summer.
Yes. Yeah, although some people has been complaining it's pretty warm, but I'm really enjoying the summer. So.
I'm not complaining either.
We've been literally we've had winter for how many?
It's been this winter was really long. It was like from November to somewhere in March or something like that. It was really a long winter. Yes.
So girl, really
you
nice.
Look pretty.
Thank you, and you too. I'm learning from the best fashion lady. Okay, she is my fashionista. Harriet has been. She's my fashionista. Anytime I'm going somewhere, I'm like, girl, I always call in the phone or maybe I have to literally drive to her home to, get dressed. Okay, she always makes sure her sister is looking prettier.
It's really important.
So I'm learning from the best. And you are looking great, girl. I like your colors.
Thank you. I love to play with colors. I love colors. Like, oh my God. It always complements my skin tone too. So, I'm a lover of colors. Yeah, thank you.
I love it. I love the skirts. Like every...
Thank you.
You're looking, girl. I don't know if you've joined the 12 because I know you are part of the 12.
Definitely.
You are the part of the 12 team, right?
Definitely. Like there's no chances of me maybe or not. I am in.
Yeah, she's standing in there, okay, with Kenya Moore, okay?
Yes,
I'm really loving like your outfit. It's really nice.
Thank you. You look beautiful too. You look really amazing. Like I like the combination of the colors. You have to know how to play around colors. One thing I've noticed lately is like you can literally combine a color you never thought you could combine. Yeah. But this combination is an amazing one. I love it. Yeah,
Thank
it looks
you.
good.
You're looking good too. So
thank you.
I know you and I, or maybe let me say Harriet, okay? Harriet is like she's so much into fashion that like sometimes like, girl, where are you getting all this stuff from? Okay, sometimes that's what I've been asking, like, Harriet, where are you buying all this stuff? Like I feel like literally anytime I come into like when I get into Harriet's closet, she always has something new.
I love clothes. They make me happy. I think that's the only way I feel like I please myself. I'm not really the type who will go out to this fancy big restaurants to spend like blow 2,000 Swedish crowns. That's like around $200. No, I'm not really that type. To do that, I would rather buy clothes because they makes me. I'm so satisfied when I'm able to buy clothes, shoes, accessories, and stuff like that. So I invest in hair, of course. I mean, I really, really do love fashion. I put more money on that than to put on like food, alcohol. I don't drink alcohol like that. I'm like, no, once in a while on a party or something like that, or usually at home, like once in a while in a gathering at home, something like that, then I can drink. So I don't spend money on those things. And I always say that I work a lot, so this is the only way I pay myself. Buying clothes and shoes. It can be a little bit too much sometimes. Yes, sometimes a month I'll just buy, but I'm like, oh my God, Harriet, can you put a stop to it? Then I'll remind myself, no, you know what, you have plans, you want to do other things, so try. I mean, we do save, of course, but you know, every time when I get paid or I get my salary, I put where I'm supposed to put every money, and then the little one that maybe I have to put on myself, maybe to go out to restaurants and stuff like that. I would rather buy clothes. Yes, that's what I do. So, I mean, I can say at a point it was like an addiction. I was so much addicted to it. Like, I mean, and I think it's basically every girl's problem. A lot of girls go through it. When I go to the social media, like the Instagram, I see that people write like about that. You know, like they buy clothes, unnecessarily shoes. Like I do too. I do too. I try to stop. Sometimes I'll go like maybe 2-3 months without buying anything, and then boom, you see me like buying again. And I feel like it's because I think that is the only way for me to be happy. Like, you know, please myself.
Exactly.
So that's what I do. Girl, you also used to buy clothes.
But I think I learned from her, or maybe I also feel like when we were young, like mom used to buy clothes. My mom will literally buy clothes for us every single time. Like it was literally like every week when we were in Ghana, like my mom will buy clothes for us every single time. So I felt like we had that like growing up, and then moving to Sweden also. When we started working, you know, when we were able to afford, you know, clothes, I would literally go to New York, buy some clothes. At a time, like with my friends, we will literally do that after school. Like, and then also like with you as well. So I feel like maybe we got that foundation from mom, because she always makes sure her kids, we were looking good. We had good clothes on. So I think maybe that was something that we learned from. And then I feel like when we started working too, because literally I remember when I started working, like within a month, like after I'm done paying everything that I need to pay, and the remaining money, I wasn't saving at that time. I was young, so I wasn't saving at that time. So I will literally use all my money to buy clothes. I will buy from Delhi, Wuhart, everywhere, H&M as well. Like that time I wasn't really familiar with Zara, but it was just H&M, Wuhart, and New Yorker as well.
New Yorker,
New Yorker as well. So
I mean, you took me back, you know. I remember I don't remember, but my mom told me that I used to cry that I have a lot of clothes. Like I used to cry. I was like, who will cry for a lot of clothes? Like my daughter Zania, she's so happy every time she sees me coming home with packages. She's like, mommy clothes. Like she's so happy. But my mom said on the other side, I was crying because I had a lot of clothes. And that's so funny. Like, because to see my daughter, like I really dress my daughter. Like, oh my God, you need to see Zania when she's going to school, daycare. Like from her school, they're always like, oh wow, like she's always well dressed, like, you know, always neat, hair on point, clothes on point, shoes on point, like she's always clean. And then again, when we were living together with my mom, when we were younger, we were buying clothes with our own money, but we had to hide it, because when we are coming inside, we just hide it and put it into one of the cupboards in the corridor, so she doesn't notice that we bought clothes. Because at the point she was really like, why are you guys buying so much clothes, you don't even wear them? And it's true, we didn't even get time to wear them because we were working, going to school, like, you know. So it's been an addiction for a long time, and I feel like I don't know. For me, it pleases me. It makes me happy. It makes me happy. But sometimes it gets too much too.
Yeah.
I buy I remember before we moved into our home here, we were living in a 2-bedroom apartment. That's my husband, myself, and my daughter. And I literally turned the whole room into a wardrobe. I have the same here as well. But I mean, to the point that my daughter didn't have a room. And when I had Zani, I was thinking of moving the clothes. But where would I put them?
Yeah, exactly.
Because it would never find space in those cupboards. Yeah. And then fortunately or unfortunately, we were going to travel to Ghana. Somebody was sending containers, so I did a lot of bags with clothes. And I have a friend in Ghana who sells clothes, so I just shipped everything to her, and then she sold them for me. And in Ghana, one thing is if I send those clothes in Ghana, I don't lose. I make money out of it because I can buy the dress. I usually would buy on sales too. That's me. When I go to the websites, maybe to Zara, Boohoo, New Look, or whatever, first place I go to is the sales. I will look through the sales and see if I'll find something. If I don't, then I go to the normal place. So I can find something for maybe 100 crowns, that's $10, and then I can sell it 15, 20 in Ghana, which means I've made profit out of it.
But I think clothes, for me, I bought clothes, but then it got to a point where I stopped. I was like, girl, you need to and I think it's fun, but the good thing is also having Harriet as my big sister. She always has something. When I'm going to party, I'm like, girl, I'm planning on going for this party. She's like, come over, I got some clothes, maybe you can try it on. And every day when I'm here, I'm always taking clothes with me, but she'll tell me, girl, bring it back, but I never bring it back. Okay.
Do you remember the shade we gave you? I think it was your own clothes or something. Recently, not too long ago, and then we was like, Harry's clothes. Something you remember?
Exactly. So Harriet's husband has been shading because he knows anytime I come over, I'm always here for clothes. But that's the fun part about having a big sister.
Yes, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, so. And Harriet will literally remind you, girl,
bring me back. I mean, you borrowed it. I didn't give it to you. I give it to her sometimes. Recently, I bought some clothes, and I was like, I bought a cloth for her that she's gonna even pick today. So sometimes I buy for her, but the ones I have bought, I want to use myself. Of course, I want to use them. That's why I bought them. So you can have it. You can borrow.
But the good thing is also just coming over to her place and just going to her clothes. I'm like, oh yeah, I just saw you just bought this new clothes. She's like, I bought it. I'm gonna wear it some other day, some other time or whatever. And then I'm like, but can I borrow it? She's like, you can wear it and then bring it back to me. So,
And then the funny part again is it's happened on several occasions that I buy some clothes and I forget I have them and I'll buy the same thing again.
Yeah, it does happen. I think it has happened to me. But I also like the fact when I buy a clothes, a particular color, and there's another color, I also want to get the other color as well. Because I don't know, but I'm also more, like you said, playing with colors, which I think is really fun. It's fun. I don't know, but I just feel like it's also complements our skin tone as well. So if you're watching us, I encourage people, play with colors. Sometimes you never know, because I started playing with colors and I realized green was one of my favorite color as well. And I think during this time I've been putting on a lot of pink colors. I think it's very beautiful.
Yeah. I mean,
because if you don't play with them, you
will never know. That's the thing. If you don't combine them, you will never know. You might never think an orange will match a green. You will not think, but it really does. You have to play with the colors to be able to know that this one match. I feel like every bright color matches every other bright color. You just need the combination to do the combination, and then you see the outcome of it. I mean, I do love clothes. My sister do too, but I mean, I overdo. I overdo it. So. I mean, clothes makes me happy, like I said. And I think most girls have this problem, of buying and buying and buying. But make sure you have the money before you buy them, okay?
Don't
because
take it on credit.
it doesn't make sense. It doesn't really make sense because most of these clothes, you buy them, you wear them once, you don't wear again. And that is typical me. When I wear them and I've gotten pictures out of it, trust me, you won't see me out with it again. No, you won't see me out with it again. Usually when I wear them once, I send it to Ghana and then sell them. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So if you have that kind of tactics too, it's good. You can buy them. I have this friend of mine, Kadi. She literally come to me and she'll be like, Harriet, if you buy clothes again, if you always buy clothes, why are you buying clothes? Why are you buying clothes? I'm like, girl, this is the only thing that makes me happy. I mean, it gives me so much joy when I'm just sitting there. Maybe it's an addiction. It can be an addiction, which I'm working towards. You know, I told my husband not long ago, I'm like, we were watching, there was this video both of us was watching, we're watching together, and then it was talking about hair, like a lady who had hair or something like that, and then it was something like that, like she buy hair continuously, like, and that is me. I buy good hair, I wear good hair, I sell good hair. I only use raw hair for some time now. I've just been using raw hair and quality virgin hair. So, and I have every, be it curly, be it straight, be it wavy, deep wave. I can have like 3-4 different curly hair or stuff like that. I mean, I love to look good. I love to smell good. I love my hair to look good. I'm not good at styling my hair, and I'm getting better with makeup. But when it comes to buying them, I do buy them. Yes, I do.
I mean, it's nice, and like you said, that's something that makes you happy. And I feel like, if that's what makes you happy and you are able to afford it, why not? You know, but at the same time too, I also wanted to say, like, you know, I feel like even you buying those clothes, like you're doing something with them, you know, and I feel like that maybe also helped you in other ways to get into your fashion, like your clothing line, because I see like you are very big on fashion. Like that is something you really enjoy. So
you know, like I've always, like we are saying, I always love clothes and stuff like that. So I wanted to start my own brand, which is an African. I realized that I wear so much the Western clothes, but I could only wear African. I had few pieces during the summertime. I'll wear them, but then I was like, you know what, I can do something. I can start a clothing line. I know how to put 1 and 2 together. I can draw, I can design on the paper. I know how to do all that. So why don't I just use that in making money, like, you know, like creating my own business and stuff like that. So I started with a clothing line. How many years ago? 2020, during the Corona time.
Almost 4 years.
Yes,
now.
And it was so 4 years, and it was so amazing. Like, it was Corona time, people were not going out, but I sold out. It was one of the years that I sold out on all the clothes I had. It went like pam 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 pam. Because I didn't just make clothes. I make clothes that I know I can wear. If I won't wear it, I won't sell it. That's one thing I do. If I won't wear particular clothes, I won't sell it. Because I mean,
but what can you say? Like, you know, I know, like you said, oh, clothes make me so happy, like buying them, but at the same time you're like, I'm not sure if it's an addiction. But if I know, like, especially like social media, a lot of young people like literally, like, most clothes are right in front of our face. Like, once you pick up your phone, even when you are thinking about going to Google, you literally find the ads on your when you log into Instagram or wherever. So what can you tell, like, you know, young people that are coming up? I understand, like, it's so tough. Once you start buying them, you cannot stop unless you become more disciplined. You know, unless you set up those goals, you're like, okay, I can buy clothes, but I'm not buying as much as I used to do before. So what can you tell people not to be so much addicted to it, but at the same time, whilst they are buying them, maybe they can use what advice will you give to?
Well, I'm not an expert, but what I did, what I did some time ago that helped me is what I'm going to share now. So I used to have all these apps: the Pretty Little, the Boohoo, the Agi, the Genatrico, the H&M, name it. Name it. I used to have all the apps, and as long as you have the apps, you're just gonna get ads feeds. It's on your feed. As soon as you take your phone, you see Pretty Little. You see what I did was I deleted all the apps. I how do you say, unsubscribe myself?
You unsubscribe yourself.
Yes, so I did. It said I don't get emails. I don't get when they have those like 70% emails. Thank you. When they have this 70% sales, you're just like, oh, 70% sales. You look at it, it's 100 crowns. Oh, 100 crowns is nothing. Let me just buy it. I mean, it's nothing. Let me just buy it. that is how you get addicted. So what I did at some point in my life was I deleted all them apps. I unsubscribed myself from all those clothing lines, clothing thing. Because when I'm idle, that's what I do. When I'm idle, I take my phone, I just go direct to Pretty Little or to Boohoo or to whatever, name it. You see?
You name
it, girl. So that was what I was doing. But I deleted all of them because I had plans, I had goals. I had something that I wanted to use those money for, you know? So yes, that's what I do. Secondly, if you have bought them already, like I had, lots of them, you can ship them to Africa and sell them. You might not get the money you spent on, but at least you get rid of them. Because when they are there, they are just there. You're not making anything out of it. But when you send them to Africa, a place like Ghana, trust me, believe me, you will sell them and make your money.
And also I can say, like, not just even shipping them to Ghana, but there's also some ways where you can also sell it on Facebook.
Facebook markets, and there's some apps actually.
It's called Vinta or something.
Vinta, and there's another one too. That I've noticed that you can, that's so true that you can sell them. You don't even need to send them to Africa. You can sell them from here. You know, that's if you've already bought them. But if you, as a young lady, trust me, I work hard. I work so hard. Like I work over 200%. Both me and my husband, like we work so much. So it's like it's not like I was using all my income to buy clothes. No, I was not doing it. I was saving a lot and buying clothes a lot too. Let me put it that way. Probably if I hadn't done that, I would have been a millionaire by now. You never know. But I mean, we learn. I was younger. Now I'm growing. Every day I grow. So I've learned a lot that I've learned that, you know what, Harriet, get rid of all those apps from your phone. You don't need them. You have already a lot of clothes. I really have clothes that I don't know that I do have.
And I think maybe also COVID played a big role also, because when COVID came, a lot of clothing brands decided to divert their, before maybe they had like a store, but they decided to try to convert all their markets, all their businesses online. And I felt like maybe also from my experience, I don't like going to the shop to buy clothes. I prefer to buy everything online. I don't care. Even if it comes and it doesn't fit me, I'll send it back. Before, when I used to buy clothes, I didn't when it didn't fit me, I would just I kept it. But nowadays I've learned that way, I have to, when it doesn't fit me, I have to send it. But I also feel like COVID also played a role because we were not going out as much. And then most what's it called, the clothing line decided to
do online,
focus more on the online markets than the in-person market. So I think that also played a big role. What do you think?
That's so true. That's so true. I mean, the only thing you could do, I'm working in the healthcare center, so for me it was like I was going to work all the time. But then for her, she's a corporate woman. She didn't get to go go out. She was working from home and all that, so it's easy for you to be sitting there and then ordering all the time. And me, on my free break times, I take my phone instead of maybe watching other things, doing other things. I would rather to go to all these apps and be shopping that I don't even know. I don't even need. So it's very tricky. They will tell you, oh, this is like, it was 600 crowns, now it's like 100 crowns. You just like, 100 crowns, let me just buy it. By the time you realize you've taken 100 crowns out of the 1,000 crowns and it's 900 left. And when you have 900 left, you're like, it's 900. I can even spend more. It's 900. It's not 1,000 anymore. Like 1,000 is like, but 900, you've already taken 100 crowns. So you're like, okay, I can take more. I can take it. By the time you realize you spend all the 1,000 crowns on clothes, probably you don't even need them at that time.
That's so true. That's so true.
So
that's really true. But make sure, you can try not to be so addicted to clothes. If you want to buy them and if you can afford them, you can buy them. If so far as you're working and you are making enough money, make sure maybe set up a budget. Maybe every month 500 crowns or $50 is going into clothes, or maybe this month I don't need this type of, I don't need clothes, I don't need to buy clothes. And just do what's best for you. But we're just sharing our experience, like how it was for us, like growing up. And like I said, like with mom, like, you know, she always wanted to make sure like we look good. And I feel like that's something we have cultivated, like, you know, from our childhood to this year. But I'm really grateful to have Harriet. Like, she always makes sure her sister is looking good as well. So
I mean, it's important for me how you look. You know, usually there's this thing that I believe that how you look talks a lot. You enter a space where you don't know anybody there, but your looks will represent you. Like, you know, before you open your mouth and talk, they're like, oh my God, she's a gentleman, she's a lady, she looks good. Definitely whatever is coming out of her mouth will be good too, you know. So it's very important that you take care of yourself. Your looks is really, really important. There are some people who don't care, but for me, I do care how I look. It's very important for me. Like, I don't play with that. I don't play with that.
That's true. If you're close to her, you know.
I don't play with that.
You know what we're talking about.
Yes. You always, for me, like when you step inside, everybody should know that, oh wow, she's here. Not for the attention purpose, but for how people, you know, how you
like
look.
You don't need to speak, but your looks have to speak for
exactly.
You. Yes.
And then people can even weigh you, or people see you how you look. Like, oh my God, she looked trashy. Oh, he looks trashy. Oh wow, that girl, she looks so good. She's always looking good. I mean, it talks a lot. It speaks a lot, you know. So for me, it's very important how you look.
But just, you know, like she said, I don't know what else to say, but you had us.
So yeah, it is what it is. Try to look good.